Good evening, friends. Welcome to the BISP Solutions. This is Rajput, and today we will be covering the topic Smart Push, approval process, and the task list. So, first and foremost, we will throw some light on the Smart Push. So, we will define the Smart Push, and we will know that how the Smart Push work in the planning instance, and what is the importance of Smart Push in planning and budgeting cloud services. So first, it is important to know that what is Smart Push. So Smart Push is a feature in Oracle PBCS that allows data to be moved from one database cube to another. So as we have earlier mentioned, and we have also discussed, that we have total two cubes in the planning instance, that is BSO and ASO. So BSO cube is specifically used for the input and the calculations. As for ASO cube as concerned, so it is used for the dashboarding and the reporting. So Smart Push is used to synchronize data between different cubes such as block storage option and aggregate storage option, or between two BSO cubes. So this is essential for the two specific things, that is synchronizing the data. It means it ensures that the data entered into a BSO queue is automatically pushed to an ASO queue, which means it is optimizing the reporting and analysis functions. So for the next thing, it also helps in the data aggregation. It means it pushing the data from a detailed cube to a summary cube. So if we talk about the importance of Smart Push, so the importance of Smart Push lies in its ability to solve a major architectural challenge in Hyperion planning applications. So first importance is data entry versus reporting. So BSO cubes are great for planning because they are optimized for complex calculations and data entry. However, they are not ideal for fast, large-scale reporting. So ASO cubes, on the other hand, are designed for the lightning-fast reporting on huge volumes of the data, but they don't support write-back or complex calculations. So that's why we use the Smart Push. So Smart Push allows you to use the right tool for the right job and enter data in the BSO cube and instantly push it to the ASO cube for the reporting. So here I can mention it. So what we will discuss today, as we have thrown some light on the Smart Push as well as we have defined the Smart Push. We have also got to know the significance of Smart Push. So let's understand through the paint tool, so that the concept would go in your mind perfectly, and the concept should be unambiguous for your practical practice. So under PBCS, today we will cover three main concepts. First one is Smart Push. Smart Push. And another one we will cover today, it is approval process. And we will also throw some light on the concept of task list. Approval process. And in the next we will cover the task list, which is also an important concept for the planning and budgeting cloud services, without which we cannot assign the task to the specific users. If we are the administrator, so it is totally the responsibility on the administrator that what task has to be done by the different users. So that's why we use the task lists, that how the tasks are divided and who will give the reporting to that task. So the last thing is task list that we will cover today. So today we have discussed about the smart push. Before some minutes we have defined the smart push. So what exactly the smart push? I can mention it here. I'm noting down the points that I have spoken out, because it is important to know that if I will mention these all stuffs into the paint, so absolutely you can also make the notes of it, so that the concepts would be more clear to you. Because planning and budgeting cloud services application is bit complex and bit daunting, so it is very important to know that how we can make the application easier, and we can make the concepts easier, so that we can do the practice smoothly on the instance. So in short sentence, if I would uh, define the smart push, so I will say that it allows data to move from one database cube to another. It allows, we will also see that how smart push works. We will see it on the practical instance, that how the professionals use the smart push to transfer the data from BSO to ASO cube. So we were in the definition that it allows data to be moved it allows data to be moved from one database cube to another. So that's what smart push is. So if we talk about the smart push in importance, so it eliminates as well as eliminates the manual processes. Without smart push, administrators would need to manually run data load rules or business rules to move data between cubes, which is inefficient and prone to the error. So last importance of the smart push is it is the real-time visibility that enables the users to see the real-time visibility. It means smart push provides a near real-time synchronization, so users can see the impact on their data entry on the reports almost instantly. So what are the process to go in the smart push, as well as how the smart push works? What are the key functions of it, and what are the steps that we have to follow for the smart push? So first step is source and target. Source and target. It means a smart push defines requires a source queue where the data is coming from, and a target queue where the data is going. So we have to define the source and target. In the second step, In the second step, we will do the data mapping. A smart push is defined by a data match and the data map, which specifies the dimensions and the members to be pushed. The data map ensures that data is pushed from the correct source to the correct target. For an example, a data map might be configured to push the data from plan queue, that is BOSO queue, to the reporting queue, that is ASO ones, for the US operation entity and the revenue account. So second step is data mapping. That is data mapping. Then step 3. So step 3 is about the member mapping. So what is member mapping? Let me mention it here. So member mapping is nothing but it enables the users that this is where you specify that how members in the source queue match to the members in the target queue. If the dimensions are identical, and this is the straightforward one-to-one mapping. If they are different, you can specify how the members correspond. So this is the thing all about the member mapping. The last concept or the step is step 4. Is running a smart push. Running a smart push. So what is running a smart push? It means a smart push can be executed in several ways. First one is manual execution. An administrator can run it directly from the data integration menu. Even we can also run the smart push from the business rule. That it means a smart push can be embedded within a business rule, and this is the most common use case, allowing it to run automatically after data is entered or calculated. I also have an example for it, like when a user saves the data form, a business rules runs that performs calculations and then executes a smart push to move the data to the reporting queue. Even we also have the option to run the smart view as well as to smart push from the data form. You can attach a business rule with a smart push to a data form, so it runs when a user clicks save or a custom button. So we have several ways to run the smart views. I can mention it here. First one is manual execution. Next one is through a business rule. Through a business rule. Next one is running the smart push from a data form. From the data form. So there are 3 ways to run the smart push that we have discussed earlier. That is manual execution. Second one is through a business rule. Even the last one is from the data form itself. So these are the several ways that how we can load the smart push, as well as we can use the smart push option in the instance from this ways. So now we will do the smart push in the instance, that how in practically the professionals use the smart push. as well as what are the steps that we have to keep in mind and what are the steps we have to follow while doing the smart push. So let's create the application. I think the application is already ready, so it is not needed to open it again. Yeah, now we can see the interface of the PBCS application. So it's a vision application, you can see here. It's a sample application where we can do the practice for different concepts of the PBCS as well as the EPBCS ones. Let's go to the navigator flow, and here first of all, to notice the smart push, we have to create the two forms. So first form we will create for a specific BSO cube, and the next form that we will create, it would be for ASO cube, that is aggregate storage option. So as you know, we have already discussed that how to create the form. We have to click on this plus icon, and we will give the name to this form as in form 10. So this, we will not change the cube here because it is specifically for the plan 1 cube. So that's why we will keep it same, and then we'll click on the option next, and here we will arrange the layout for different dimensions. So here we have the three things, that is point of view, page and rows, as well as the columns ones. So what we will do today, so here we will put the correct dimensions on the row as well as on the columns. So let's put product on the rows, and on the column we will here keep period. We will also drag it down the year on the columns. See it carefully that how the smart push works. So this is the important part and the steps that I'm going to tell you about. So as we have the account as well as scenario, entity, base data, and the version dimensions under the POV, and for the rows specifically we have selected the product ones. For the columns we have the period and the year dimension. So what we supposed to do, we have to click on this edit icon, and here we have the all accounts, we have the net income. So here we will select, we will just keep it drilled down, and here we will select the hardware, and we will add on the areas. One more thing that I have just forget to tell you, we will keep the account on the page. And as we know that HSP view is base data, so it is coming by the default, so that's why no need to give the change on this cell. We will work on the version, so we will take the version as in working version. So just click on the working and click on the add, and also click on the option OK. So under the scenario we will select here the actual, because we are entering the data for the actual, so we are not doing the planning here, so we will just keep it as an actual. Again follow the same step, click on the add and OK. The steps are very much easy, only the thing is that you should know that where the dimension has to be placed and what kind of members we have to select as per the requirements of the organization. For the entity, we will drag down the new entity, Yeah, so entity some different entities coming. So let's take the North America, the total geography. Click on the add and OK. So here we have defined the POV, the base data, working version, actuals, and the entity that we have taken, it is North America. So as far the account is concerned, we have taken the hardware member because we are forecasting as well as we are giving the actuals to the revenue. So under the revenue, we have correctly mentioned the number that is 4110, which depicts the hardware under the accounts dimension. So here we will select the product, click on the edit, and again click and drag it down the total product. We have the different products, so let's take 4 products: product X, Sentinel standard notebook, Sentinel custom notebook, and Envoy standard notebook. So total we have selected the 4 members under the product dimension. As for period as concerned, so we will take the total quarter. So quarter 1 we will take it. So for selecting the all members we have discussed, we only click the descendants including option. So what will happen to it if we will select the descendants inclusive? So absolutely the quarter 1 as well as under that whatever the child members would be there, which is here the months, it will be automatically come to your forms. So that's why no need to make the separate selections for these different members. Only we have to just keep that member name as an I descendants, that is descendants inclusive. And for the year we will take the year FY24 because we are putting the actuals. So let's take it FY24. Click on the add and OK. So whether we have selected the members appropriately or not, we can preview the form from here itself, which is a very much useful option for us. Even the professionals can view that whether they have not done the mistake while choosing the members or the dimensions. So that's why they can preview the things. They can preview the data form, whatever they have selected for the data form. So let's click on the preview. Here something is happening. Actually dirty cells is not coming under it. Let's take this member. And for the accounting we will go for the supporting. So under the gross profit we have the total revenue and we have the different sources. So just remove the first one, that is hardware, and keep it as in support. Now let's check the preview. Again the dirty cells is not coming. Might be some glitch. Let me try it again. I think the store member property is not kept by the users. The scenario we have taken the actual and the version is working. And rows is product. We've taken the product. I think some glitch is there under the entity itself. So let's change it and preview it. Yeah, now it is enabled. You can see the dirty cells is coming. It means the users can input the data under this form. So let's check it again, because we have to create the same form 20 as in the form 10. So here we can find out and we can check the dimension members again, that for the scenario we have taken the actual, for the version we have gone for the working, as well as entity we have taken the no entity, and as far account is concerned we have taken the support. So 4 products we have taken, that is product X, Sentinel standard notebook, Sentinel custom notebook, and the Envoy standard notebook. For the period itself we have gone for the I descendants. That means we have taken all the children members of the parent member, that is Q1, that is Jan, Feb and March. For the year itself we have taken the FY24, because we are inputting the numbers for the for the year of FY24, that is financial year 24. So that's why we have taken it the same ones. Let's save it and click on the finish. Let's create the new form, that is form 20. And the one thing that we have to change here, under the cube we have to shift the plan 1 to the Viz ASO and click on the next. Now the whole process would be same. The main thing that we have changed is we have converted the BSO cube to the ASO cube. So it means whatever the data form that we are creating, so automatically it will be shifted to the ASO cube, that is Viz ASO. So let's keep the product to the rows and period and year to the columns. So whatever the members we have selected, we can select it again. One thing we have to keep in mind, that account would be under the page. So let's select the account first. All accounts, under the net income we have gone for the total pre-tax income, and then gross profit, total revenue, and then we have taken the member, that is support. For the scenario we have taken it as an actuals. So let's click on the actual and add. For the entity we have taken the no entity in the form 10. Here it is. Click on that. So if I talk about the version, so it was working version. Alt year was FY10. And the product we have taken in financial year 10, so we can edit from here and just drill it down the total product. We also need to drill down the computer equipments, the 4 products we have to take, that is product X, Sentinel standard book, Sentinel custom notebook, and Invoice standard notebook. So all the 4 members we have selected so far in the product dimension. Then we will select the period ones, as we have remembered that we have to keep the period dimension as a descendant inclusive. So that's why we not need to make much changes on it. So that's why I click on the descendant inclusive, and already the members or the children members of that Q1 would be visible in the data form. For the year itself we have taken the FY24, and just preview this. whether the dirty cells is coming or not. Yeah, now it is coming, so absolutely it is working. We have made the correct data form. So now click on the save, and now the complex process begins. Just watch it carefully that how the smart push would be done in the instance. So let's again, to enable the smart push, click on this navigator, and under the application you can see the several options are there. We have to here click on the data exchange. Now you can see the data exchange is here, and we will define the source and target that we have discussed before minutes, and we will discuss here that how we will create the source and the target application or the cube. So here we are doing the cube source targeting. So you have to create, so that's why I am clicking on the create. Just create it. We will keep it as a product sale $20. And here what is the source? So here our source is plan 1. The first form that we have created was specifically for the plan 1. It means that is the BSO cube. It means block storage option. Then target. So for the vision, that is the target, and the cube name is BISP ASO. So under this we have to go to the accounts, and here we have to click on this FX, that is functional selector. So simply we have to click, and we have to take all the members as in level 0 descendants. Click on the OK. We have to follow the same steps in the rest dimension members. Take it as a level 0 descendants and click on the OK. Again click on the period. The same steps that we are following. We are just clicking on the level 0 descendants, and we are just keep it as in selection. Here also we will take the product as in level 0 descendants. Click on the OK. Under the scenario also we will click on the level 0 descendants. Click on the OK. Two things has been left, that is version and the year. Again we will follow the same thing. It is so simple to repeat the same thing. Whatever I am doing, just please follow this method in your practice instance so that you can get the concepts betterly clear in your mind. Level 0 descendants. Click on the OK. So the unmapped dimensions, here the alt is left, so we have to select whatever the alt year we have taken. So in data form 20 we have taken it as an FY10, so we will keep it as an FY10, that is financial year. And here you can see the three options are here. First option is actions, second is save and close, and the last one is cancel. So if you will click on the actions, so you will find the three alternatives has been given by the instance to you, that is import data map, export data map, and in the last thing we have the options. We will click on it. Here we have the several settings. It means select an items to the copy. So here we will attach the comments and the attachments to the cells, so that's why we will enable it. We will mark tick on it, and then here in the smart list I don't want in the period, so I will make it as an account. Just click on the OK, and then save and close. So here you can see that product sale 20 has been created. It means we have defined the source and all targets. So another options that I will tell you, that here if you will click on the three dots, so we also have several options under it. We have the options to edit it. We can make it duplicate as well as delete it. Synchronize as well as push data, we also have an option, but we will push data, we will not use it here, we will just keep it from data form. So again, let's go to the data form, and under the form we will select the form 10 that we have made. Click on the form 10 and click on this pencil icon, that is edit icon, and here you can see the different options are there, like layout, other options, business rules, and a smart push. Simply we have to click on the smart push, and under the smart push you can see here the plus icon is here. Even we also have an icon for the detached ones. Under the actions, the same thing you can do. For the view, you can detach columns, expand all, collapse, as well as scroll to the first, scroll to the last, and the reorder columns. But we will not use these options here. We will simply click on the add option that we have in front of our face, and now you can see here that select data map is coming. So whatever the source target that we have created in the data exchange, so it is coming here. The map channels, plan 1 to which ASO, product sales, as well as the product sale 20. So what we have created? We have created the product sale 20. So we have to mark tick on it, and we will attach this smart push to this form 10. Click on the OK, and we will here also click it. We will put it run after save. So if you will drag it down, so here you can see the account, entity, period, product, scenario, version, and year. All the black boxes are ticked. It means whatever the I descendants, the members we have taken, all the members would be there and available on the data form. So it would be more easier for the users to see whatever the data it has been loaded under the data form, so that the smart push would be easier converted to the ASO cube. So let's click on the save and finish it from here. So now we can check whether it is working or not. So go to the data, and we will put some numbers in the data form 10. So we have created the form 10. Even we can also open the form 20 simultaneously with form 10. So here you can see that under the data we have the two forms, like form 20 as well as the form 10. So we will input some numbers under the form 10 so that it would automatically be converted to the smart push, as well as we can see that numbers under the form 20. So we will got to know that we have correctly done all the options of the smart push, as well as whatever the functions that we have selected and the options we have selected, that is correctly used. So let's put 1000 under the dirty cells for the product X, 1000, then 2000 for Sentinel standard notebook, 3000 for Sentinel custom notebook, and we have the last product, that is Envoy standard notebook. So we will just keep it as in 4000. So now we will save it. You will find here that under the form 20 we have the black dirty cells where all the numbers are not inputted, but you will see that whatever the numbers I have typed on the form 10, it would be visible on the form 20 after the save option. Just click on the save. It is taking a little bit time, but it will show the successful option. Yeah, so now you can see the information is coming that the data has been saved, as well as in the last it is saying that the smart push executed successfully. Click on the OK, and in the form 20 you will see that whatever the number have inputted in the form 10, it would be visible, it will be same as it is like a form 10. Yeah, so here you can see I have clicked the form 20 and all the numbers is coming on the blank cells, that is dirty cells, 1000, 2000, 3000 as well as the 4000, whatever we have kept the numbers under the form 10. So it is working. So this is how the SmartPush works. You can also practice this from the different forms as well as from your different member selection. So it's all about the practice, that how you do. So if you will do the practice, so absolutely gradually you will become the well versed on it. So now let's talk about the approval process. So now we have discussed the SmartPush successfully. Now we will discuss the approval process. So what is the approval process? The approval process in Oracle PBCS is the workflow that manages and controls the reviewed and approval of planning and budgeting data. So approval process is a critical component for ensuring that the planning process is well structured and that data is reviewed by the right people at the right time. So if I talk about the importance of the approval process, so the first importance is it is controllable and accountable. It means it provides a clear documented process for reviewing and approving the budgets. It means it holds the stakeholders accountable for their data and provides an audit trail of who approved what and when. The next importance that we have, it is the structured workflow. It means it prevents the budget from moving forward until all necessary parties have reviewed and signed off. It means this avoids last minute changes and it ensures that all the data stakeholders are aligned. Even if I talk about the approval process, so it also helps in the status visibility. So what is status visibility? You might have in doubt. So status visibility is the approval workflow that provides a centralized view of the status of the entire planning process. This is how the approval process works. So status visibility works like when managers can see which budgets have been submitted, which are pending approval and which are completed. So here we will find the steps of it, some key concepts as well as the examples. So here we will see its examples and the key concepts. You can also refer to as in steps. So first thing that we have to keep in mind, and we have to know the key terminologies, it is approval unit. First one is approval units. So what are the approval units? The planning process is broken down into the approval units, and you know that an approval unit is a group of dimension members that represents a specific budget or a plan. Let's take an example, like an approval unit could be a specific entity such as US sales, or a combination of an entity and a department such as finance-US. So this is how the approval units could be done. It means it is talking about the units. So units can be anything, whatever you want to say. That so examples we have discussed, that we have taken the example of US sales as well as the second unit is finance US. So next thing, the next concept that we have, it is workflow states. So here we have workflow states. We will discuss it. Workflow states. So what is workflow states? So it is that each approval unit moves through the different states in the approval process, like not started, in progress, submitted, approved, rejected, or promoted. So what is the meaning of not started? It means the budget process for the unit has not yet begun. When it comes to the in progress, it means the budget owner is currently entering the data. And submitted means the budget owner has completed data entry and submitted it for the review. As far approved as concerned, from the name itself we can understand it means the reviewer has approved the budget. For the rejected, the reviewer has rejected the budget as well as sending it back to the owner for the revisions. So here we have the last option, that is promoted or the demoted. So this word makes a change in the instance, that what is the meaning of this instance, and this is little bit different, slightly different from its meaning. It means a manager can promote a budget to the next level of the hierarchy, or it can demote it back to a lower level. So this is how the options of the promoted and the demoted we use under the instance for specifically approval process. So here I can mention it what kind of options we have under the workflow states. So let me mention it. First one is not started, not started. Next one that we have, it is in progress, in progress. Then another option is submitted, another is approved, then other options for that, it is rejected, and then the last as well as the crucial option is promoted, and demoted. So these options we have: not started, in progress, submitted, approved, rejected, promoted, or demoted. So the next key terminologies that we have, it is owner and the reviewer. Let me mention it here. We have owner and reviewer. So who are owner and reviewer? So it is easy to understand. It means every approval unit has an owner, the person who is responsible for the data entry, and the one or more reviewers. It means the people responsible for approving that data. So this is how the owner and reviewer works in the planning instance. Next thing that we have, it is managing the workflow. Managing the workflow. So what is managing the workflow? It means we have the three main users under it: the owner, reviewer, and the manager. An owner can change the status of an approval unit from in progress to the submitted. And here what is the power and the use of this reviewer option? So it means a reviewer can approve or reject or submit it the unit. For the managers as well, we have the option like a manager can promote a unit up to hierarchy, example from department to the division, or demote it back down. So under it we have the three user specific power. These are owner, then we have the reviewer, then we have the manager. So three options that we have under the managing the workflow. The last thing that we have or the key terminology that we have, it is notifications. So what is notifications? The system sends out automatic email notifications to the relevant users when an approval unit status changes. So this is how it works. So let me mention its meaning. So here we have notifications. Notifications. So as we have discussed, the system sends out the automatic email notifications to the relevant users when an approval unit status changes. So this is how the SmartPush as well as the approval process works. So we have covered the two main important concepts of the PBCS, that is SmartPush and the approval process. So the last concept that we have, it is task list. So task list, I can give you the glimpse of it. Like task list is all about your personal to-do list for the entire planning and budgeting process. It is an structured, organized guide that tells you exactly what you need to do in a logical sequence to complete your work. It means it's designed to ensure no task is missed and to help you stay on track with the deadlines. So think of it like a project plan of your budget activities. So it's your single point of entry for all work that you need to do. So we have the shortage of time, so that's why we will not able to complete it the full concepts. So I have already given you the glimpse as well as the short light of it, that what is task list. We will complete this topic tomorrow and we will understand that how the task list works, what is the importance of task list under the planning instance, as well as we will also create the users to divide the task, as well as to know the importance of task list with the practical practicing. So this was all about the SmartPush and approval process. So if you have any doubts, so you can ask me without any hesitation on the comments, as well as you can pin on the BISP solutions. So I hope you have liked this video and you have enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching this session.